Fuck it.
All right. So this one is something that's super interesting, and it tickled me, like super tickled me and laughed. And there's another detail that I'm going to bring up to you all about this gentleman is going to tickle you even more. And you guys may know, but we'll see. All right. Let me pull it up here.
And I did everything in our power for some years. That movie was late. Y'all got that movie out. Y'all saw that movie, the Temptation movie, really late. Because we had him in litigation for years trying to stop it. Because it made our father look like an idiot. That movie, man, that movie has actually made my career harder.
In what sense?
I'm assumed to be a problem. Right out to get, David Ruffin, no. Don't know nothing about me. Don't know nothing about me. Fuck you mean?
Right.
Like, I've gotten it. I hear it often. Oh, it's either, are you like your father? I'm like, in what way?
A genius.
In what way? Like, for real. Do you sing like your father? Who does?
Right.
I mean, like, stop asking me that.
I'm David Ruffin, and these are the Temptations.
All right. David Ruffin said it was hard out here for his family.
After the movie?
Yeah.
What I did learn is that there were some liberties taken in the movie. So some factual events were doctored a little bit for dramatization purposes. And as a result, Otis Williams and the producers were sued by several people portrayed in the film and their families, notably Melvin Franklin's mother and the children and the estate of David Ruffin. So he's not lying about the laws. You know, people lie about lawsuits all the time, but that's not untrue. And that even with Melvin, like in the movie, we all think the Blue went into the kitchen to get them short ribs and never came out. That's actually not what happened. He died at heart failure, severe cyanide. So again, there's that. Again, that's not what happened. But to this day, we all think the Blue went into the kitchen and never came out.
And I know, I just can't believe that David Ruffin gave up his car for like that little crack.
Well, what I'll say is this: not saying that I don't believe
OD,
but that's some crackhead shit.
And died. But David Ruffin did OD and died when he died.
Correct. Yeah. So yeah, it said David Ruffin was not found dead near a hospital or dumped out, like that. He suffered a drug overdose, was taken to the hospital by his chauffeur who notified attending staff of who David Ruffin was. Because no one claimed his body immediately after the death, his corpse laid in the morgue for 2 days. And then once his family was informed of his death, they claimed his body the next day. So the whole, he got thrown out in front of an unidentified body was thrown out in front of the hospital. That's not specifically what happened. It just was dramatized. But the idea that David Ruffin's son can't get work because he's David Ruffin's son.
Oh no, David Ruffin Jr. did have work. That's why I'm going to tell you about something that no one has realized about David Ruffin Jr. Trivia time.
He looks familiar.
There is a song, a classic
I'm afraid to find out what he was in and why I recognize him.
Classic West Coast. What is the? It's a top 3 classic West Coast song, and he sings the hook of it. Top 3. If you're talking about top 3 West Coast songs of all time, this song is in the top 3, and he is singing the hook on it. He went by the name D Ruff at the time. That was his. Song? You're there. You can start there. There you go.
Down to Death Row. Is it on Doggy Style?
Keep going.
Ain't No Fun.
Nope. No, that's Nate Dogg.
Well, yeah, that's right. Shit.
This song's more classic than that. This is top 3 West Coast.
Gin and Juice. Gin and Juice.
Yep. David Ruffin Jr. is singing the hook on Gin and Juice. Rolling down the street, smoking. That's David Ruffin Jr. singing that.
David Ruffin Jr.
Nate went by D Ruff at the time when he was during his singing career.
Oh,
He
yeah,
tried to
that's
have his own singing career.
Yeah, that's when he was young.
Yeah, he was going by D Ruff at the time.
He probably had a little curly box.
Yeah, but let's keep it real though, y'all. David Ruffin was kind of a fucked up dude overall. I'm trying to figure out like what really damaged you from that movie. He's even worse than the movie, to be honest. They were being nice in the movie, I feel like.
Like I said, I don't.
He was putting his hands on Tammy Terrell, his wife.
Like I said,
he had a wife when he was with Tammy Terrell and 2 kids.
The idea that, like I said, that his son is not able to get work because of his dad is just.
And dad been dead for damn near 40 years. It's over 40.
Yeah, I don't know.
If
Maybe
anything, I just feel like people finding out that your dad was David Ruffin, like they want you to be there because now I have a million questions about your dad.
Yeah,
so
I want to talk to you more.
If anything, tell me that you've had relationships that were not genuine because people only wanted to talk to you because of who your father was. Don't tell me that nobody wants to work with you because they're like, do you sing like your dad? Or are you a drug addict like your daddy? Who's saying that to you? Like it has to be someone who knew your father to say that to you. There's no one that is of your generation who is saying that to you. I feel like it has to be someone that was old, like is oldest in them. Who's like somebody that age would be the person who says that to you, not someone that's your generation. I just can't see that. I don't feel. I mean, again, I'm not there, right? Like I'm not. I haven't been on any auditions with them. I haven't seen any auditions. But I
know before David Ruffin died, he had a mean curl. Like you ever?
Oh, he did. His curl was amazing.
That curl was mean.
That's real.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't like I said. Shout out to Dom who's in the chat. She said he capping about that work. She also has been saying that he think he lying.
Yeah, I don't believe that. Like I said, I don't see that as being the reason as to why you can't get work. Like that's just that. And I mean, not to say that you should not be proud of who you are or who your father is, but there are a lot of people who don't use their family name so that there is no connotation between them and their family. And they may have a parent or whoever who was outstanding, who the world respects, but they don't use that name because they want to make it on their own. They don't trade off of it.
Ike Turner Jr.
Right, exactly. Right, you ain't Ike Jr. or you know what I'm saying? You ain't Trump Jr. Like, so what the hell? Like, no one. I just kind of feel like you're not getting hired because nobody wants to hire you
for whatever reason.
Like for whatever reason, not because of your dad. Like I just don't.
Hey, this cool ass Scott from the I Love 90s Music Podcast. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like it on the SOLC Network. You finna get all the real deal on the 90s, the 2000s, and the splash of that 80s. Do it right now, man, and I'll be your friend.